What's up, everyone? Back for another video. So I just want to do a quick racing tutorial for beginners. So this is the Gateway Cup 2016 categories 3-4. Yeah, 3-4. So these are kind of like your intermediate to more of an advanced type of group. I did 2 3s the first night and got 12th. I believe this race I got 9th, maybe. But yeah, I just want to do a quick. I just want to show you guys proper technique and how you can do well in a race, even if the guys may be faster than you, or you know you're having an off week, whatever. So my first tip is you need to stay at the front, because you see how I was able to go through that corner and not really use my brakes at all. I could just, sweep through. This course definitely helps because they're wide turns. So, um, you don't really have to use your brakes. You can just take the apex and then go out, and it helps that it's a wide turn because you don't have to use brakes as much. But that being said, the people in the back are definitely getting bunched up. So even though we're going through, you see how that guy two ahead is stops pedaling a little bit. So that's going to just slow down the group little by little by little. And eventually the people in the back are going to have to be braking to go through that corner. Meanwhile, I'm holding 30 miles an hour and coasting through, saving a lot of energy, and don't have to sprint right outside of the turn. And that also helps because this is a slight uphill. So you can just keep your momentum going, and then, you have that much more energy saved for the last little bit. Another tip is to just keep, I guess this kind of flows with the first tip, but just keep trying to move forward. If you're not trying to move forward, you're going to be moving back. You see how I just lost about 5 spots because those guys just passed me up. I wasn't trying to move up. I was just trying to hold my spot, but people came around me, and that happens. You move back. So now I'm kind of in a little bit of a tricky area. I'm not too worried because race is slowing up a little bit. You see how the guys are just kind of soft pedaling. No one really wants to do any work right now. It's getting towards the end of the race. Let's see, we have 4 minutes left, so we probably have about 2 laps, I'd say. So now we're getting down to the fast part. It's going to start picking up probably next lap. And you really want to start thinking about your position, which I wasn't in this case, and that's why I finished 10th, because you see how I'm also boxed in the middle. You really want to stay towards the outsides. You want to find a line that's really perfect for you. If you like taking the turns on the inside, stay on the left side of the course. If you like taking the turns on the outside, stay on the right side of the pack. So right now I'm in the middle, which definitely gives me the most draft. But if I wanted to move up around people, it'd be very difficult for me to do so because I'm boxed in on both sides. So definitely try to stay towards the outside so you always have an out. But yeah, right now I'm keeping my eye on this guy because he's the race leader. Did well the day before, obviously. And this is the first day I'm racing with these guys because the day before I did the higher category, the 2 3s. And so I don't really know exactly what everyone's abilities are. I know that guy was decent because he was the race leader, and he's riding towards the front. So you see this, I'm making a move on this guy's wheel. He's putting out a big effort to try to move up, and I see that as an opportunity. He just pulled me right up. I didn't have to do much work at all. I just sat on his wheel, got the draft, and now I'm like in the top 95% of the pack. So there we go. Going around that turn nice and quick. I believe this is the second to last. Yeah, it's probably the second to last lap. So now I'm really starting to think about my position, and definitely, you definitely want to, be thinking about position always, because it's going to help you do well towards the end. The more, the better position you are, even if you're not the strongest, you're going to be, doing well at the end of the race if you have a decent sprint in you, or even if you don't, if you're in the top half, it's going to be really hard from the guys way back that have to break through the turn to jump around and position in front of you. So I believe there's a breakaway up the road, so the guys are picking it up a little bit. This is a downhill section, and as you see, I'm getting boxed in a little bit. I think this is the last lap. Um, yeah, I'm getting boxed in. I'm not really happy about that. I want this guy to go ahead of me, but so everyone's starting to pick it up. Guys are going off the front, trying to go on a breakaway, and you see my position now. It's way too far back. I should be about 6 bike lengths ahead, sitting about fourth wheel right now. But instead, I'm having to put out this big effort right now. Look at this, no draft at all, because I failed to hold my position and move up. So that guy's going. I should have hopped on his wheel, but instead I have to put out this big effort to try to go around people with no draft at all. And I know this turn's coming up, so now it's like hard because you can't really take this turn too sharp because I'm right there on the inside. So now it's just sprint as hard as I can. I know I'm not going to win this because I'm way too far back, but this is a very crucial tip. Keep sprinting till the end. You see how all these guys are sitting up? I'm just picking up positions by position. You know, if you just keep sprinting till the line, you're going to end up picking up at least 1 or 2, maybe even 3 more spots, because people are just going to sit up if they're not going to win. And because I did that, I ended up getting higher prize money. I think they paid out to 15th, and I ended up getting like 9th or something because of that. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys got a couple of tips for beginning racing. If you have any questions, leave it down below, and I'll be sure to add that in my next tip video that I do. Thanks, guys.